You dream of plucking fresh, organic herbs right from your kitchen counter. You can almost taste the pesto made from basil you grew yourself, or a salad that traveled exactly 0 miles to your plate. And then, reality hits. You're in an apartment with no yard, or you're convinced you have a black thumb, and every plant you touch meets a tragic, wilted end. What if I told you that in just a few minutes I can show you how to turn any small indoor space, a windowsill, a countertop, a forgotten corner, into a thriving organic garden? Stick around, because growing your own food is way easier than you think, and your journey to becoming a green thumb in training starts right now. Before we get our hands dirty, let's talk about the why. First off, the flavor and freshness are on another level. When you harvest herbs and veggies moments before you eat them, you're getting peak nutrition and taste that the grocery store just can't match. Second, you have total control. You know exactly what's going into your food. No mystery pesticides, no weird chemicals, just pure organic goodness. Growing your own food, even on a tiny scale, is also just plain rewarding. It's a way to de-stress, connect with a little piece of nature, and take a small step toward a more sustainable life. Plus, let's be real, those little plastic boxes of herbs at the store add up. An indoor garden is an investment that can pay for itself in delicious, healthy dividends. All right, let's get into the nuts and bolts. To nail this, you only need to get 4 things right. Think of them as the 4 pillars of your new indoor garden empire. Think of light as your plant's main course. Most of the delicious things we want to eat, like herbs and veggies, are sun worshippers. If you've got a south-facing window that gets at least 6 to 8 hours of bright, direct sun, you're golden. But for many of us, especially in the winter, that's a tall order. This is where grow lights come in, and trust me, they are a total game changer. Don't be intimidated. Modern LED grow lights sip energy, don't get hot, and they mimic natural sunlight perfectly. You don't need a massive, complicated setup. For beginners, a simple full-spectrum LED bulb you can screw into any standard lamp is a fantastic, affordable start for a few pots. If you want to go a bit bigger, look for a stand with adjustable gooseneck arms. This lets you light several plants and adjust the height as they grow. The magic words you're looking for are full spectrum. That means the light has both blue light for leafy growth and red light for flowering and fruiting. If you listen to one thing, let it be this. Your containers have drainage holes. The fastest way to kill a plant is to love it to death with too much water. Without drainage holes, the roots will sit in a puddle, suffocate, and rot. It's the most common rookie mistake, but thankfully it's an easy one to avoid. You can use almost anything, terracotta plastic fabric grow bags, as long as it has holes in the bottom. Just be sure to place a saucer underneath to catch excess water and protect your furniture. When picking a size, think about the plant's future. Leafy greens, for instance, are happiest in pots or window boxes that are at least 8 to 10 inches deep. I'm begging you, please do not go outside and scoop up soil from your yard. Garden soil is way too heavy for pots. It compacts, chokes out the roots, and can bring unwanted pests and diseases into your home. What you need is a high-quality, organic potting mix. Look for a bag that says it's for containers, vegetables, or herbs. This stuff is engineered to be light, airy, and well-draining, which lets precious oxygen get to the roots. A good potting mix is the foundation of your garden. It's your plant's home, after all. Now for the fun part. You can start with seeds or with small starter plants from a nursery. Starting from seed is super cheap and gives you way more interesting varieties to choose from. Plus, watching a plant you grew from a tiny speck end up on your plate is an incredible feeling. For beginners, I highly recommend starting with seeds for some of the no-brainer options we'll cover in a second. So, you'll want to find that sunny spot or, set up your grow light in a dedicated corner. Just make sure it's away from drafts like heating vents or those chilly windows. Plants are total divas when it comes to stable temperatures. Most of them are perfectly happy hanging out between 60 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Here's a pro tip for you. Lightly moisten your potting mix before you put it in the pots. Seriously, this little step makes it so much easier to handle and helps get rid of any stubborn, dry pockets. Go ahead and fill your containers to about an inch from the top, patting the mix down gently, but don't pack it tight. Keep it nice and fluffy. If you're using starter plants, just gently pop them out of their nursery pots. Tickle the roots a bit to loosen them up and place them in their new home, adding soil around them. Now, if you're planting seeds, a good rule of thumb is to plant them twice as deep as they are wide. The seed packet will have the exact instructions, so be sure to follow those. And don't overcrowd your seeds. It's tempting, I know, but they really need their personal space to thrive. Alright, so gently water your new plants or seeds. Make sure to use room temperature water, since ice-cold water can really shock their roots. Your best bet is filtered or distilled water, especially if your tap water is on the hard side. And, water the soil directly and try to keep the leaves dry to help prevent any funky fungal issues. Loose leaf lettuce is amazing for beginners. You can just snip off the outer leaves, and the plant will keep making new ones from the center. It's called cut and come again harvesting, and it means a continuous supply of salad greens. Spinach and arugula are also great choices that don't mind a little less light. This is where indoor gardening is a superstar. Basil, mint, chives, and parsley are practically foolproof. They grow fast, and the more you harvest them, the bushier and more productive they get. Just a little warning about mint. It's an aggressive grower, so give it its own pot unless you want it to stage a total takeover. If you want a fast and satisfying win, try growing microgreens or radishes. Microgreens are just the baby versions of veggies like kale and broccoli, and they're ready to harvest in like 1 to 2 weeks. They're packed with nutrients and honestly perfect for sprinkling on everything. Green onions are another ridiculously easy one. You can even regrow them from the white ends you buy at the grocery store. This is where most people go wrong, usually by overwatering. So your new mantra is, check before you water. Just stick your finger about an inch into the soil. If it feels dry, it's time for a drink. If it's damp, walk away. Yellowing leaves and a wilting stem are signs of overwatering, while crispy brown leaf edges are a sign of underwatering. Eventually, your plants will use up the nutrients in the potting mix. To keep them growing strong, you'll need to feed them. Just grab a liquid organic fertilizer made for vegetables or herbs and follow the directions on the bottle. A good routine is to fertilize about once a month while they're actively growing. Plants need good air circulation to stay healthy and ward off pests. A small, cheap fan set on low near your garden for a few hours a day works wonders. It also helps strengthen the plant stems. Most homes are a good temperature, but your plants will also love you if you boost the humidity, which should ideally be around 40 to 50%. Don't be scared to give your plants a haircut. Regularly trimming off any dead or yellowing leaves keeps the plant healthy and focused on new growth. For herbs and leafy greens, harvesting is pruning. Like we said, the more you trim them, the more they grow back. Just be sure to use clean, sharp scissors for a nice, clean cut. So there you have it, your complete roadmap to starting a killer organic garden right inside your home. It's not about having a perfect green thumb, it's about having the right know-how and a little patience. If you found this guide helpful and you're ready to start your indoor gardening adventure, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more tips. And I really want to hear from you. What are you planning to grow first? Drop a comment below and let's get this growing community started. You don't need a sprawling yard to feel the joy of harvesting your own food. You now have the secrets to a thriving garden that will give you fresh, organic produce all year long. Happy gardening!